not going to help you out all that much against a tank. You really do need some kind of rocket launcher, armor-piercing, I guess weapons. But I don't know how he's still alive. That tank is missing quite a lot. Regardless of the fact, though, in looking at this one, it seems as if, oh, and look at this, actually, Alpha 8 picking up some shots as well. So now the question is, what is the CN squad going to do? They had full map control at one point, and now they have to fight their way back into
Great play
this.
so far by Alpha 08 so far. He's been able to pick up 3 since I've had perspective of him. He isn't going to get spotted again there. Might be able to wrap back around. There's one that was inside of this main residential area. And his teammate was able to pick him off as well. So far, right now, as we take a look, A, B, D, and E belong to the Chinese. And they're just trying to hold down that C flag right now here on the U.S. side.
Yeah, C flag is a very important spot because you get the AC-130 gunship when you have control of it, thanks to your commander being able to take advantage of it. We've seen a lot of people hop in and out of the commander loadout or the commander class as of late, and it certainly has been some a point of conversation for a lot of fans as well as people here. They really, really do like that. And I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Alpha 08, staying alive and helping out his team. That is a true team player.
He's going in here now. He's trying to cause some damage very slowly. That tank has just been nicked. And
Nick
really
is,
finally starting to make some a little bit more damage so far. He's just calling it out there. One of the things, though, that I would recommend for those that are new to the Battlefield scene, you definitely need to take advantage of the fact that of your spotting. Spotting is so key and pivotal to be a really good player amongst the many, right? So, I mean, you're making a call out, letting your players know visually where they're at.
Yeah, and you are right about that, Corey. You want to always work with your teammates.
Sprinkler
and
system,
we
nice.
have the Astro A40s here, so people can talk to each other thanks to the Astro Mixam. So at the very least, communication should not be an issue.
This car's not going to last long.
Yeah, he's going to get hit by a feather and explode.
And it's regenning right now. It's gaining health slowly. It is on fire though. It's at 20 right now currently.
Most certainly isn't good.
Still picking up health, and it looks like he finally got taken out. Now as we hop back over here to Alpha 08 now.
First person perspective for Alpha
He's in
08.
the transport.
Spectator, sir. There we go. Okay. Oh, all right.
Did he just leave his teammate? Yes. He was I believe he may have just been a part of the transport.
This dude's a boss.
I hope he was just part of the transport because his teammates are going, hey man, we need a pilot.
I really would have hoped that he just would have went right through the glass like a commando. You know, like shot some bullets and, broke the glass and glided his way down. That would have been so baller. Anyway, though,
it would only happen to Battlefield.
It only being a baller only in Battlefield.
Being a baller only in Battlefield.
And it's nice. True though. It's true, man. You can do some pretty awesome stuff. I've seen some crazy things on YouTube, man. These Battlefield YouTubers, they.
Look at that. So this is one of those Levolution things that we were talking about. You see how he closed the storefront. This place is closed.
Yeah, you cannot pass. So looking, looking here, Alpha 08. This fine strapping lad trying to drive a tank underground at the very least. So you got to give him credit
because making efforts.
He is suppressing, giving some suppressing fire. And
let's get that first person. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. Now we can see exactly where he's trying to aim for. He's got his gunner up on top that's trying to cause some damage as well. He's trying to maneuver his way through. His teammates are shooting at him.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Saying, hey, man, you probably don't belong down here with that tank.
It's like you probably shouldn't bring that tank here, man.
Only in this game can you bring a tank down through the metro.
That is true. That is true. We actually saw it in the press conference where the pillar brought the tank down through that level forcefully. But it was
this.
still
Can
still
he
really
make
cool.
it through?
You know what? With enough confidence and determination, you can do anything. But we're not going to watch that. We're going to say, you know what? Best of luck to you in your adventures. But there is more action to be had. So let's actually bring up Tabletop one more time because there is always something cool to watch in Tabletop here.
275 right now.
The gunship is up, by the way. So if you go ahead and click on the gunship real fast, you can actually see there it is.
Yeah, see again that the debris has changed, the map has changed, and so how difficult it is to actually see. So you can see that Bravo 26 is kind of on board there. Look how difficult it is to actually see through the smoke, trying to utilize the infrared. So there's still possibilities there to see, but you don't have clear visuals to make some shots there.
Yep. And I'm not sure if I just saw some pants in the sky. I don't know. Maybe
that
I'm
looks
crazy.
like pants hanging from a clothesline. Yep.
That looked like pants on a clothesline. But yeah, that was actually pretty cool there to see the AC-130. Of course, that comes with a commander request and C control. So that is one thing that you have to keep in mind here. We actually had a chance to speak with a lot of the DICE representatives about this, and they spoke about how the commander mode is going to be very different. Like this is what we see commander mode for Siege. Yeah, and look at this here. This push by the Z1 Abrams is pretty crazy.
Just ran across no man's land, and he will get taken down here. As we're still here with Alpha 07. He's going to regroup with his teammate. And just like this, again, on one side of this bollard right here, that player right there cannot get on the other side. Alpha 07, though, on the other side, since he's on the green side of this, he just can stroll on through. His teammate can't right now. And so right now, as you can see, they're still trying to hold down their own. And we'll see this tank. I don't know if he has the intel that he can actually pass on through. Well, that car will help him out there. He's going to run straight into it and then pass on through.
Yeah, so the bollards are not, if they're friendly, if they're green, that means you can go through them. So that is the purpose of that one there. But there you go. Now they're going to make their way through, and this tank is a pretty effective tool. I mean, obviously, tanks are always effective in Battlefield, and we're seeing that right here. You can see the shots coming from, I think that was a rocket that came and hit the, probably not though, it was not a big enough hit.
He spots, there's one that was over there, but they're just going to go ahead and sit right here on top. That nice little sniper shot there. Rockets coming in, causing a little bit of damage, down to 64 health right now. Still trying to be able to stay alive. His teammates rolling in. They're going to go ahead and push back around here through the arcade. Still got a lot of happening and going on so far. Here comes some grenades. They're trying to cause any bit of damage that they can so far. But again, holding down this D flag. Again, they've got a great deal of lead so far. Still got one up on top of the second story. He has not been picked up yet. They're still trying to give some suppression fire so far. Again, 2 players up on top on both sides. And these tanks are this tank is just hanging out so far. Not a lot of damage that has been caused so far. But he will not be able to pick up this flag point because there are 4 players that are in the region. So they're just countering him the entire way so far.
They're not able to do it. They are able to actually bring it down, but that is only because the players are losing a little bit of that control on that one. That was actually pretty cool to see how all the players were coordinated. Everyone was just, hanging around. They weren't trying to get like super aggressive on the test. Seriously though, it has been an amazing day of gameplay here, and this is the last game of the day. Let's go ahead and jump into it, Corey.
Yeah, we only got one more game left, so let's just go ahead and hop in and take a look and kind of analyze every aspect that we learned today. I mean, we've had some great guests throughout the evening, or throughout the earlier today. We had Carl Magnus, who came on board. That was amazing, getting great insight. Again, all of the DICE employees, even at the upper echelon of the company, really just showing how much in-game knowledge that they have, not only about what they've done, what they're doing right now in the present, but what they've done in the past and how they've gotten to the point of where they're at, and just shows how much passion that they have and the drive that they have to formulate such a great game like this, and all of the little elements that they add into their next generation, their next series of the game.
I couldn't agree more. And of course, we also had Alexander come on board as well, one of the game developers over at DICE. Alexander Grandel, he was a great guest, very informative, very passionate. Patrick Bach was another one that joined us here today. And again, the passion, like you said before, is clearly evident with the squad at DICE, and Dashkro as well, who you actually had the chance to interview, a community member who believes in competitive Battlefield. It truly is just a great time to be a fan of Battlefield. This is what it's all about.
Dashkro was incredibly excited about it. I had the chance to also talk to Daniel Mustro about exactly what the Spectator has to offer currently, and also what their possible features are going to be in the future. Again, this is a pre-alpha version of Battlefield 4. Let's go ahead and hop on board. Again, talking about that Spectator mode, he's going to swing back around. Looks like he was able to pick up one, but on his flank side, he was going to get taken down. Looks like somebody's found a perch up there on top, kind of taking advantage of the fact that he can jump off the skyscraper, parachute in, and hang out over there on the side of this building. This is just a beautiful spot for him to be on. You really don't think that he's going to get spotted, but remember, you can take advantage of it as an infantryman and kind of QQ, if you will, for those that are actual Battlefield players. You can actually spot the opposition, whether that's infantry, whether that's tanks, what have you.
But you can see there that he was finally taken out off of that great positioning. But yeah, and that really is cool. Just those little things, those little nuances that really help players who are trying to, assist their teammates in Battlefield right now. Looking here, Alpha 19 is the top dog. And you know what? For due reason. He's looking pretty good. Got a couple kills under his belt. But let's go ahead and look at my favorite part of the new Spectator mode here in Battlefield. The tabletop. I love tabletop. It is so cool. I like the name too. But let's go ahead and check out tabletop here. See where the battle is. So right now, it seems as if we have A and B in the control of the U.S. squad.
I love what's happening right now. You can see
that
how
armor.
they've got a little convoy going. They've got that one tank kind of strolling through to get over towards the B side. Let's go and take a look at that tank inside of B. As we hop on to the first-person view now. And again, just kind of going on through. He just left his teammates back over there towards that B flag. He's going to stroll back over there towards the A side. And again, just taking another look. He's picked up 5 kills so far here for the Bravo team. Again, for those of you that are kind of curious, right now, again, we're early pre-alpha stages. So since we're on the Bravo side, the Chinese team, he's going to be shooting at players that are currently with the blue icon. So it may get a little confusing right now, but right now they're shooting at players with a blue icon.
That is right. Again, it is Spectator mode. It is still very new, and you had a chance to speak with Daniel about, with Dan. I apologize about the Spectator mode, and they know that there's a lot of things that they want to do. Very exciting times. And here's tank on tank action, baby. As seems like Bravo 29 is able to actually put the hurt on this one here, and who knows how far this one is to getting taken out.
Yeah, it looks like he finally was able to pick up one there, and he actually bounced her out. I think he's going to try to be able to stay alive a little bit longer. He doesn't spot that infantry person as he's going to be able to back up. He's probably going to see him here in just a moment. Pulls out the gun, trying to go for an overkill, but finally able to finish him off there.
Nice stuff, and he is able to clear that out. You can see his teammates now going to be pushing in, and he will be providing that support fire from the outside.
Take a look from the first-person perspective, because he's looking underneath the bridge right now.
Yeah, let's see what's up with the first person. That's the angle that I'm curious about, because where is he looking at? What's his point of interest?
It's a smart idea here from Bravo 29. He immediately realized that this is a 2-story building right here, this parking garage, and so he dropped down. He was taking a look and seeing what was on top of the parking garage here in the residential area, and looking at both components, not just worrying about getting down and looking at the bottom side. And so here we have it. We've got Bravo 29 who hopped out of the tank, letting his teammate take control, and he is about to have a whole world of mess to worry about right now. Right around the corner, spots one, and he will be able to take him out. Pulls out the dog tags, and looks like he did get taken out. He had a lot of stuff to worry about. I told him he's going to try to stroll through the muck. But now we're back over here on board with Alpha 18.
Yeah, Alpha Squad is going to hold the position down at Bravo. As you can see, it is going to be in the firm control of the U.S. squad. And you know what? They don't seem to be pushing up aggressively here. But I do look for that tank to kind of open some doors so that they can make some movement happen towards C, which, of course, as we all know, we've been talking about it all day today. C allows the team to get that gunship. Very important tool for the commander.
Yeah, it's going to be the last game of today. There's going to be streams happening all day tomorrow and all day Thursday here at E3. A lot of Battlefield 4 gameplay coverage showing you every aspect of the multiplayer. We have some great interviews coming up along the way as well with community members there from YouTube. Also some talking to part of the dev team from DICE and getting their insight. And again, they're listening to every bit of feedback that's out there. So make sure you post on any type of Reddit, as well as on Twitter. That's towards the handle Battlefield. Also, make sure you utilize the hashtag BF4. And alongside that, Facebook.com/Battlefield. And all of those different types of social media, however you like to stay connected, make sure you stay connected right there through all of these different types of formats. Again, it's been great. The community has been listening, and as we take another look at our last epic moment of watching the skyscraper fall, and this time it was a little bit earlier in the game, but man, oh man, as now the environment has changed.
Yeah. So many skulls on the screen there as they're all going to be taken out. And let's go ahead and check out Tabletop here and see what is going on with the perspective. So you can actually see that the U.S. forces have been able to fight their way back out, get A and B control. C will be there for the CN squad, though. It's a very close game ticket-wise, as a matter of fact. You know, this could change at any point in time here. But
it's really been a battle over that C flag. Let's go and hop on board right now as we're here with Alpha 28. As we take a look from his perspective, looks like they've been able to pick up that area so far. They're not contested at this point. They've got a full squad that's over in this region right now.
Yep.
They have one player that's starting to move up here from the opposition. He's still kind of continuing to run over there. He's trying to find his way through this rubble.
And that's the thing too, because the rubble itself, you know, the dust is out there. You lose your visibility. Sometimes you get a little confused because it's brand new terrain. So you're like, whoa, there used to be a skyscraper here. Very simple, very area. Now it has turned into something much more complex. But as you can see here, this Alpha 29 guy, he's going to get super reckless with it, try and challenge his tank, but the tank is going to get taken out. And you can see the helicopter
Let's go ahead and hop on with that heli, because that was some great maneuvering ability. So go back to the tabletop, switch over, as we're trying to select right there. I believe that's a tank.
Find the heli in due time.
There we go, the heli. We're right there with the camera. Don't worry. It looks like the helicopter actually was not as great as maneuvering through this very dynamic map layout. He probably ran into a building right there.
Yeah, that is probably the case there. Alpha 19 is going to get taken out over by the C side. Now Alpha 12 on your screen. He's going to have that M1 Abrams. And, you know, this tank has been so effective. Oh, my God, get body checked.
The party favor.
Oh, my Lord. That guy was like, hey, guys, I picked the wrong side. Boom. Exploded. Oh, man, that was awesome to watch there.
Not a chance in the world, as right now, again, so far, we've been pretty much an even game. It's been really just a battle over that C flag. Right now, it's been able to spot one. He's going to get taken down. Alpha 12 kind of really just being the escort for these two players that are working their way up here.
He really cares for them. He cares for their well-being. That is what a teammate should do. That is why this is awesome. Only in Battlefield can you get support from a tank. So, and you can see here.
Almost connects as that vehicle says, I really don't care. He just tries to drive right through there, still in that vehicle, and decides to go run away with his backside, tail between his legs, and he's going to get taken down.
Truck versus tank, tank wins, Corey. That is the truth, and you can see it right there. Another truck trying to contend against my man right here, Alpha 12. He is the bomb. He is just destroying people, and you can see that this. I think everyone's kind of realizing, like, you know what, this really isn't a bad idea. Let's not take all our units here. But just as we said that, we do see another M1 Abrams right across for the CN squad, and there is going to be a challenge here by the tank. He's going to be moving in right now.
He's passing by him.
Passing by him. Very interesting.
He's not committing. He wasn't spotted. Again, all of this dust and debris that's come out. But he has been spotted by the other tank, and so we're probably going to see that tank either flank back around, but he's just going to continue to pass on through. If he's playing smart, he is driving around over towards the other side. He's going to flank the flank, and look at this. There's a game of Ring Around the Rosie over here towards the arcade side. still just trying to combat here. This
tank,
M1 has done a great job staying alive, causing some damage, backing, utilizing the environment so far to stay alive even longer, just waiting. Again, this is a Battlefield player right here. Whoever Alpha 12 is knows how to play the tank game, because you see how he's backpedaling after every shot he takes, so he gives his time enough time for the ammunition to be reloaded in there, and he takes out the tank. Great work by Alpha 12. He flanked the flank.
That is awesome. So Alpha 12 with a big win on that one. Another truck.
Where you at?
Yeah. Where are you going, buddy? This is actually really cool here. This is just
great.
Trademark Battlefield. Good use of armor. I know that there are a lot of people that are really happy to see this here. And just as I say that, it seems like Alpha 12 is going to go for D and get this control. Finding someone right in front of him, that could be an easy pickup for him. But he's not able to pick him off on the first hit.
Gunner right there, he might be able to easily pick him up or switch over. He doesn't have to go all-out warfare there.
That is true, but he doesn't need to be a little concerned. And there you see it, as a matter of fact, right on the screen there's a tank right behind Alpha 12, right by that D territory. And look at that there.
Let's take a look there from that, as that tank is going to be under some work here. He needs to worry about his flank. We're right now on board with, take a look at Bravo 29. He spotted one. Again, they're going to be shooting at now the blue squad, and that tank was taken out, as you saw there in the picture-in-picture, and just like that, he was taken out.
That was a good moment
12,
right
good
there.
job.
Alpha 12, man, kudos to you, buddy. You definitely have impressed me here today.
So we've had the chance to see some land battles there with the tanks. Let's kind of try to see if we can take advantage of any of the helicopters for those viewers that are pilots out there.
Yeah, let's actually go to tabletop, see if we can find the flyers, the players in the helicopter, and we did find one. There you go. This is going to be Alpha 12, our boy Alpha 12. This guy,
to our boy.
He knows what's good, man.
We'll find out.
He is committed to D. He is committed to the D flag. He is not trying to.
Look at all of those infantry over there towards that C flag. He's just wrapping around the skyscraper he spots. Hey, that was the tank that took me out. I'm going to try to counter back. And he's being fired upon, still staying alive. 82 left. He's dwindling quickly. Somebody spotted him. Down to very, very low health, and I'm happy you got to see how intense I was really into that game.
We were like face planted.
I think I leaned in another like 4 or 5 feet.
Yeah.
But no, it's such a great game, and that was going to be our last game of the day. So Alpha 12, thank you for giving us some quality content there at the end, getting the chance to really see how you can developers even kind of get some insight of what's actually happening. So let's go ahead and take a look at the game right now.
Yeah, and you know, the thing that I also am so excited about here, Corey, is that, you know, the Battlefield community, they pretty much dissected every single detail. You guys see the free cam here for the spectator mode. And of course, pre-alpha gameplay, just so you guys are aware, this is not, you know, final by any means. So there's a lot of things that could change, and DICE is listening to what you guys are saying out there in the community.
Yeah, so let's, again, just kind of taking a look around here. Of course, we're on Siege of Shanghai. Of course, a lot of the community members are already just calling it Siege at this point. So we take a look at it. You can see out in the open. For those of you that didn't get the chance to watch all day during day one, the way that the teams are split up in spectator mode, on the U.S. side, they're identified by the blue icons. And on the Chinese side, they're identified by the orange icons. Of course, that's only representational here for Siege of Shanghai. That may change depending on what the maps are. I mean, just again, this is wanted to give you the idea while you're watching the spectator side. And when we hop into a first-person view, you're accustomed to the fact that you should be shooting at the orange or shooting at the red. But in this case, depending on what team you're shooting at, what team you're on, you're going to be shooting at the opposition, which will be the other color. So hopefully I didn't confuse you too far, but again, Chinese orange, the U.S. blue.
Yep, and as you can see, we're actually following an Alpha squad right now that is going to be pushing their way right around here. I like what I'm seeing. Good coordination. Oh, man, if they are going to get picked off, you can actually see the CN players, the red players.
Look how close he is.
Oh, yeah, look at that. He ended up getting picked up real quick on that one, and I believe that this is going to be the D territory, the D flag, if I'm correct.
I think this one right here is the E flag here, right at this point, because this is the end of the horseshoe. of here on Siege.
Yes.
Great teamwork, though. You saw how all of the infantrymen worked around towards the outside and was able to clean house there inside of E, and they were quickly able to pick up that flag.
Yeah, and let's actually take a look at the tabletop, and just so you guys who didn't join us yesterday can see this awesome feature here. The tabletop gives you the overhead. It tells you what is going on, who is using a tank, who is using aircraft, all that good stuff, and of course who has territories. You can see that we're still following the action on the bottom left of your screen, so that's pretty cool as well. And yeah, and what I'm looking at here, it is kind of crazy. I mean, C is into control right now of the red team, the CN squad, and but they are losing quite a lot here, despite them. Actually, they're getting their booty smacked a little bit, unfortunately, by the U.S. team.
Yeah, so as you can I'll allow it just for this one time. And also for those of you that again haven't been able to check out Reddit in a while and haven't been on any of your social media accounts. One of the things to kind of note is in the commander mode, there's different points that you can kind of take advantage of. So if your teammates pick up the B flag, then that allows the offensive weaponry there for the commander to have a tomahawk. Same thing comes into play there for the C flag. That gives the accessibility to the gunship. And then for the D flag, it allows for an infantry scan, which is actually pretty useful at some points. As right now you can see that for this alpha member right here, his commander has said we need to attack that B point.
Yep, and they are going to be focusing their attention on it. And I really like this tank use here. I mean, what we are looking at, and I did see some people on Reddit and as well as on my Twitter timeline saying, like, take a look at some more squads. But, the thing is that a lot of the tank play we've been seeing here has been quite impressive. And it's actually really cool to see community members who are here at E3 come through, and the first thing they do, they go for a tank. They're not out there trying to snipe or anything. Oh! Man, was that that actually hurt that tank real bad. That was Alpha 17 who's getting pegged there. He's going to need to repair.
Oh, wow. He hopped out of a tank and where his cover fire was at, and then was exposed down in the open and got taken down. Now we're back over here with Alpha 20, who's trying to go across that iron bar. That's not going to work out for him.
He's a rebel, plain and simple. But yeah, and let's see actually, and the cool part as well about that tabletop perspective that we were talking about earlier was you can click on anyone that you want. And then be able to make your way over there. So that, we'll show that a little bit later as well. But yeah, it seems like there's one player here. This is going to be Alpha 9. He's trekking his way across his base and wants to push on over to C and see if they can, get to D and get that control.
Yeah, you can see down at the bottom, he's a support class. He's got the ammo supply there, and so he'll take advantage of this. This is something that I learned earlier today, though. There's been questions about the fact that there's a small pack and a medium pack. What exactly does that have to offer whenever we're talking for the ammo packs and also for the health packs? We saw two different types of variations, a small version, a medium version of it.
Yeah.
And if you played any Battlefield 3, whenever you were a medic or working support and you were tossing out ammo, there would be this big bag that would be sitting on the ground, and you just go, okay, all right, everybody huddle around the big bag, and everything will be replenished, whether that's health or ammo. But really, one of the cool things is that small medic pack or the small ammo pack. And what that is, it allows me to slap it on your back. If you're hurting right now, I can sit there and slap a health pack on you, a small health pack on you, and it will regen while you go over there to the other side of the EA booth. Fill in. Game looks like it's live and ready to go now. So whenever we're ready, we can hop directly into the game and start talking about exactly what's happening. There is one other thing that I would like to bring up too as we hop directly into the game here. Again, just watching some exhibition matches. Make sure that you post on any of the social fear, I'm going to call it from here on out.
Social fear. I mean, that's a good one. I like it.
And so that way we can sit there and kind of get updated on any questions that you have. There's a nice little back to come around towards the backside here from the Alpha 17. Picked up one, but he does get dropped quickly after.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, when it switches right away, when it has that quick switch, that means that the player was taken out. So that is what the spectator mode is telling you. There's no death cam. There's no death animation.
At this point.
At this point, but because it's still very early in this time. Oh, the spectator mode, you had Daniel Petros, I believe his name was, up here the other day, and he was talking about it. And they're very ambitious with it. They know that there's a lot of cool things that they can do with this, and they certainly are looking at all options.
It wasn't there in time to be able to help out his teammate.
Should have probably gotten out of the tank. It may not be working out too well in his favor. Yeah. All right, so look at this. See, just as we were talking about before with that shooting. Oh, that's just mean. He got him with the pistol. See? Look at that.
So you saw some of the water
shooting
dynamics as well. I mean, so one of the cool things too. So whenever the skyscraper falls, it creates some massive waves in the water, and all of the boats and everything are actually impacted by it as well. So you see them kind of bob up and down. As we take a look, you kind of get the aerial view utilizing the free cam from the spectator mode here over Metro.
Yeah, and you can see at the top of the screen there's different camera slots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what that is basically is you can position those free cams wherever you want. So that this way, if you want to get these awesome cinematic shots, like for example, the skyscraper is falling, get that shot in. You want to get another shot of the tank going through the streets, you can get that shot in as well. So there's a lot, and actually, just as we said, that skyscraper's coming down.
He was wondering why the elevator button wasn't working, but I heard in the distance the alarm going off. I was like, you probably should get out of there.
Yeah, he's like, I want to go upstairs. Why is it tilted? Oh, this is so weird. Oh, man. So, yes, we have a recon here with that Scout Elite class. Looking at the leaderboard, Alpha 32 is going to be the one up top here. And if we actually go into first-person mode, we can see the squad that he's rolling with and kind of stick with the squad through these next couple of kills here and see what they do. A pretty even spread with them as well. They have 2 assaults, 1 recon, and another support. So I like that very much, even spread. Ooh.
They even have the commander that's in their squad there. Now, as you take a look, he is going to get taken down. Back over here with Alpha 26 here inside of the tank here, strolling around. Of course, that's the Type 99.
And his teammates ended up getting picked off there, his squad members, so that's unfortunate. But you know what, though? He can really cause some damage here if he's smart with his movements. And if we actually take a look at the tabletop perspective, and see where the flow of action is. So
look at all of them just flooding the sea. Let's get a free cam view of where C is. So we can probably look at, they're just flooding in right now. We're about to see a massive battle happening right there on top of C. So as you can just see how they're all just flooding the gates. We've got a heli that's flying by too. There's a tank over there in the action. As we hear, hop on board. Here's where all of this massacre is happening right now. All going to be fighting over this C flag.
Yeah,
it's a great all-out war right here.
And the Bravo team has full control of this one, but Alpha pushing their way through. So it's pretty good. Look for that one Bravo player to be a thorn in the side of Alpha.
Oh, look out, he's trying. Oh, he's just wrapping around the pole. He's going to spot him finally.
Nice.
Will he be able to take him down? I haven't seen it yet. Is he still struggling to be able to take him out? Is he spraying away? And finally, he figures out that you have to put bullets in his back to finish him off.
Yeah, but that attack was going to be thwarted there by the Bravo team as they hold down the C position. And you can see, too, that the scenery has changed.
The dynamic of the game.
Exactly. Because of the fact that skyscraper fell, it is now duskier. There's a lot of crowded, visual for helicopters, I should say. This guy who's piloting this helicopter, he's going to have a difficult time.
Let's go to the tabletop and look at the helicopter view here.
I want to follow Helicopter Man here, man. He is.
So he's blue right there at the top right. We got an infantry guy. Oh, let's try again.
And then you can actually see Tomahawk missiles coming
out
through
in the water right now. There we go. So now we're back on board here. You can kind of take a look here. So we're here with Alpha 27, who you can see that they're having a fun time now.
Yeah, that
kind of looks like me flying the helicopter right now. Spots one. The gunner's trying to help him out and spraying away. So they were able to pick up at least one of them.
Oh, God.
I don't think you're supposed to tilt that much as he's trying to adjust here.
I wonder if the 2 guys that are in there, they're just like, come on, keep it steady. Oh, man.
The gunner in there is going,
There we go. Okay, lined up.
Sick.
There we go. Missiles coming down, but not able to connect with anything there. Can't take anyone out on that, but you can see the visibility is going to be slightly different.
I'm pretty impressed. When he's flying out in the open, he's having a tough dozen.
Yeah, it's when he's in between all of the buildings that he's a great pilot. But then when he's out in the middle of the sea, he's like, I'm just gonna flip this copter upside down. That makes sense.
Yeah, so we're having a fun time here watching some of the helis here.
There we
Spots
go.
one. There's some nice little shots that are being popped there. Gunner's really not helping out too much.
Yeah, and they are managing to stay alive, the Bravo squad. So,
we can switch around now.
Is that a missile? Oh, I saw a missile zoom on by. All right, well, let's see what's up at the tabletop. Once again, this perspective gives us a good idea. Tomahawks are coming down near C, as the Alpha Squad is going to be able to maintain control of C now. They get control of B as well as C, which gives them a gunship, the AC-130 gunship, which actually we see it right now in the sky. You can see the AC-130 right in there. You go, right there. Bravo 11, as a matter of fact. And again, because of the fact that that skyscraper fell down, visibility is very, very poor right now.
It's difficult to see. You can look over there towards that picture-in-picture. One of the other things to note, probably what you're questioning, well, if I'm in the gunship, can I parachute out? Yes, you can.
You can. So you can get out of the gunship.
You could, while you're in the gunship, if you're saying, okay, I've had enough fun, I'm just going to parachute down. So right now, it could parachute over that E point. As still watching the picture-in-picture over there, you can see that the heli's working over there, but now back over towards that D flag over there towards the arcade.
There's one thing I like seeing, it's tank action. As Alpha 29, he has 16 kills, no deaths. This guy is tearing it apart with his M1 Abrams. What a player here. We should have been following this chap the entire time. He's getting a bunch of kills. His teammates are going to be there for the support. Pressure coming from the right side. You can see that the spray from that turret is going to be able to easily take care of Bravo 1 and the Alpha Squad getting control of D. So that is going to give them, if I'm correct, B, C, and D, which they pretty much have all the commander features. If their commander's paying attention, they can very well create a lot of problems for Bravo Squad.
Yeah, so they've got A through D at this point.
A through D.
And they're working on A right now.
Oh, man, the pressure.
Yeah, he's just going to try to be able to work his way around towards this outside area. He's going to spawn two here in just a moment, but there's a lot more to worry about than just those two. He doesn't need to get himself caught into a situation where he can't navigate through quickly, as he's just spraying away now. He's picked up 19 kills all on his own right now, still spraying here.
Look
He's picked up another one, sitting at 20 kills at this point. The infantry has actually come from the other side to be able to help him out, just kind of dominating over here towards the E flag. And this game is just all U.S. right here, as they're starting to spawn over there towards the Chinese main spawn area. And yeah, they're trying to figure out whatever they can do, trying to pick back up this point right now.
Yeah, now, and also a lot of you guys are wondering, yeah, but you know, again, we're in spectator mode, so we see everything, right? So the fact that he is doing this well with his limited visibility is actually quite impressive. He is just picking off players left and right. He's able to take care of them with ease. He does find a player to his left, deciding I'm not going to go for that. He's going to have to run away because he is getting hit by a tank, I believe. That was going to be, yeah, there is an enemy tank on that street. And man, as you can see, we were just like totally ingrained within it. It was definitely really cool to watch. I love watching tank gameplay. There you can actually see we're hopping back right in. The tank fight is going to be going down right now. Oh no, two tanks here. Alpha 29 has to get away. He's not going to have a lot of health left. He only has 4, and I don't know if he can do it. Oh man.
22-1, and he goes for a 22 kill streak right there.
You got to be proud of yourself.
He's feeling pretty good right now. As you take a look, you can see they're going to start to work over here.
Free cam.
Back B over there. I apologize. That's over towards D.
Yeah, and they have been able to get the control back again, the Bravo squad here. And, you know, good use of tanks, obviously. You want to make sure that you're using your arm times effectively, and they, you know, the Alpha squad certainly was taking advantage of it. They did have numbers, but they just didn't have enough support. That one tank couldn't do it all. And now, just as we're saying that about Alpha 29, the Bravo squad, they're going to be making their way across bridge as we make our way across the map to the other side here and see what is going down with these two teams.
Let's find some infantry players here as
slow motion. All right, well, yeah, let's actually see what's up on the tabletop and then hop on board with some first-person action, first-person true action. You can see the picture-in-picture there, some gunplay, and also
see this lone gunman that's right there by himself over there towards B, in between B and A. There's
one
a
Bravo
Chinese
guy.
player that's just hanging out by himself on the far left side.
Man, that Tomahawk is going to go down right by E. That is certainly not going to be very good there, and it is not going to hit anyone at the very least, so they're able to avoid that one. But yeah, I can't believe there's two players there. Actually, is another one. Let's actually see if we can get to that action by in between B and A, where there's a player, there's a lone Bravo player there. Alpha 21 is going to get into this gunfight here. Be right around the corner. Yeah, and he's going to go for the chase, and he might be able to take him out.
So if you one of the things right there, you can see that he's just kind of unleashing. He's only got 16, is able to switch back over to another weapon. And for those of you that are able to play the math game, and you've already realized in your bottom bottom right-hand side of your screen where the ammo count is, you may have noticed that how the ammo clips, it's based off of ammo clips and not based off of ammo count. And so what you're seeing is every time that they reload, it doesn't add on. So if you're losing a full clip, not just the ammo that's there. So
yeah, so that is something that is in this build. Obviously,
it's within hardcore mode.
Yeah, it's hardcore mode. So that is what they have.
We're not in hardcore mode for those of you that. So it's a feature of hardcore mode.
Okay.
But we're not playing hardcore.
Okay, that's understandable. So what are we looking at here? We actually, Alpha 29, once again, the player that was on the crazy spree. And he is, you know, perched up on top of this balcony here, trying to get some shots. He's going to go across bridge and see, you know, if he can get a better angle here from the top bridge. He actually does. He finds a couple of players, but he is going to get picked off.
Overly exposed at that point.
Yeah, way too risky.
Once you get spotted, you have to basically duck and cover and wait until you get to a point where you're not spotted anymore, where they have no clue where you're at. As right now you can see over there towards that D flag, they're still holding it down.
Yeah, they're maintaining the position here at D, which is great. You know, they have the tank here for control, so they know that they're not going to have to worry too much about anyone contesting them in this spot. They have enough infantry soldiers as well, at the very least, to push out, and it is still a relatively close game. And actually seeing the counter there. Well, actually, I looked earlier, and I guess I'm wrong now. It is 421 to 359 in that count, with the control going for of all the flags going in favor of the U.S. team, which is quite surprising.
So what we've seen so far throughout this game, I mean, just pretty dominant side for the Chinese, but currently finally the U.S. trying to battle back right now. As here comes the tank just strolling across there, picks up one.
Yep, just cycling through players and all that stuff, trying to get like the lay of the land, see what's going on here. C and D is going to be going to the Chinese squad, as the U.S. squad will have A, B, and E. So they're only going to have one tactical advantage, one commander advantage, and I believe that is going to be the UAV that they have, because they have B control. They do not have the gunship nor the Tomahawk. So I could be wrong though, you know, but the cool part is that, you know, you could fiddle around with all these different things. And you know, we spoke about it yesterday as well, Corey, that this is not all like for Siege of Shanghai or just Siege. This particular map, what the benefits and rewards that you get from this map is for this map only. You know, we haven't seen other maps yet, and we won't today, but just rest assured that there's going to be plenty of variety in what you can get thanks to through Commander mode. So lots of cool stuff down the line, without a doubt.
As Alpha 14 now, it's as we go back, kind of look at the tabletop view to find some infantry.
Over to Bravo team now.
That's a close game right now. As you can see there over towards the scoreboard, 334. We're all tied up right now.
Wow, I didn't even notice that. That's actually pretty crazy. So, and again, guys, just to clear it up for everyone, you know, you saw that the Bravo player was shooting blue. That is because in spectator mode, that is what we're seeing. But I know at the bottom left, it might be a little bit confusing. Again, you know, it's not pre. Oh, I think I just got ran over. It's, you know, it's pre-alpha, so there's a lot of cool things that they're going to be, you know, putting out there in the future. So just to clear up some stuff, because I know people are going to go on Reddit and stuff like that and say, like, I'm confused. Why is this happening? I am lost. And that's what I assume that the person that's complaining sounds like.
Well, because so the Battlefield community really hasn't had the chance to see a spectating mode in a long time. I mean, you watch what's possible here. right in these early stages. And so we'll see some different types of variations. Right now we're on the U.S. squad, or the U.S. side, and so we'll see them shooting at the orange icons now.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting here.
He's shooting at his teammate right now, just for those of you that
yeah, he was shooting at his teammate, like legitimately. It's like,
no wonder it's confusing.
Yeah, right. Because people are just shooting at their teammates. Oh man! All right. Well, it seems like this Alpha squad here is going to be pushing their way over to the C flag and try and like take this over and assist their teammates here. They do have control. There is going to be an AC-130 above them though, so they have to be very cautious about that one, not to be caught out in the open.
AC-130.
Huh?
It is not. There is an AC-130, but it's the Chinese AC-130.
So they have to be
just
cautious.
because they had the C flag prior. And then they utilized it shortly after.
Yeah, Commander Mode's going to add so much to the competitive aspect of Battlefield, just in Battlefield as a whole. You know, you saw in the video before this game that you know, one of the guys from DICE was talking about the how cool Commander Mode is, and you know how you can use it on your tablet. It certainly is going to be one of those things that I'm really excited to get my hands into, get my hands on, and sink my teeth into, because there is a lot of potential there for me to be the greatest commander of them all.
Hopping on board here with one of the gunners here on this transport helicopter.
Below.
Those who are questioning how many players can you fit into a transport helicopter, it's still 5. That's including the pilot. And so if you have a squad, a full squad of 5 that you want to have transported from one side of the map to the other, you can do so. So you can have your pilot. Nice little flying, barely missing the rooftop. But yeah, so you can have one of your members in your squad flying, and the rest of them on the backside of that transport, and yeah, kind of tried and turn that air support into a C support, and that's not going to work out.
Well, looking here, you can see that the Alpha 17 getting one player right in front of him, trying to get his position here. He does have some teammates there for support at the very least. There's going to be a tank though, so they need to be wary of that one, not to get picked off by him, because there is a bunch of soldiers here that is now going to, they're not going to be pushing up on E and trying to maintain this position. At the very least though, we are seeing some good coordination from both squads. It's a very close game, or it was a very close game. It's been going back and forth now. The U.S. squad seemed like they were going to lose, but then in the blink of an eye, they came back. Now the CN squad's in a bad position, so this is a very, very close game, Corey.
Yeah, you need to get the commander to kind of designate a little bit better of a battle plan, as the way they've moved throughout the map has kind of been kind of sporadic. I mean, picking up random points, leaving some openings. As right now you can see that they're saying, hey, we need to attack this exact point. So there must have been a bunch of members from the opposing team over there.
Yep, that is very true. And so they do have at least a command laid down to go after, like you had said, go after one of the points that was going to be the C territory, or no, that's the D territory that they want them to pressure. But there, as you can see in the bottom left of the screen there in the minimap, there is a lot of CN players, Bravo squads, that are going to be making their way over. And Alpha 17 is going to have to be very cautious about this as he creeps around the corner, finding a player right
through that smoke.
He doesn't. He's going to put the shots in. He takes one out. Can he get the second as well? Yes, he does. And a third, maybe? No, he is not.
He's not down yet.
I don't think so, man.
He's struggling right now. Looks like that player has said, I don't want any part of this one. So Bravo 22 is going to bounce out, but he comes back into the action to finish things off. He made it look like he was running away, and then comes back around and finishes his job.
The old creep around the corner trend.
I'm not really here. I'm not really here. I'm here.
It's like, you can't see me. Oh, wait, yes, you can. But yeah, so Alpha 12 here in the M1 Abrams as they're trying to get this control here. I am liking the overall play from both squads, because it has just been so back and forth like the entire time. I love it. This is what Battlefield's all about, man. Just that back and forth nature.
So let's go back to the tabletop view for a moment, as we can see exactly what the score is, where we're sitting at. So 236, 123. The way that these guys have been playing throughout this whole game, and of course, you can see what we're seeing. We can see ourselves seeing what we see. You know, this whole game has been great. Just the way that they've kind of went back and forth. That was a great call by the commander earlier, saying to attack a point where a lot of the Chinese players were at, and made some things happen there. Right now you've got a helicopter, though, there on the base side over by D, and he's causing a ruckus over there in between D and E. And so he's going back and forth. Let's go ahead and hop into a first-person view of this angle here.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, this is going to be some exciting play here as we're looking at Alpha 27 now inside of that helicopter, and like you said, just causing a ruckus, creating problems, being a nuisance here, and keeping them back, right? So they have them kicked. Now they just got to keep them down. So they're kicking them while they're down, was what I'm basically trying to get at. And they very well can, especially with some great air control from this helicopter pilot here. And I know that there are a lot of people who are watching that are fans of you know, flying and all that stuff. They've been wanting to see more helicopter play, so here you go. This is helicopter play at its finest right now.
Ooh, let's see how well he can be able to control this one. He's hasn't been hit yet.
Staying alive. Staying alive. Ha ha ha.
That was a yesterday joke.
That was a yesterday joke? Oh, yeah. Come on, Corey. You're killing me here. You're killing me.
You got to keep him fresh. Oh, if he makes this slide through. Oh, can he be able to survive? No. As he was trying to.
That would have been like the coolest thing ever.
He tried to thread the needle, but poked himself in the thumb.
That was a good one. Okay. All right. Kudos.
Yeah, pro, bro.
That was a good one. You are very good at you just blow me away sometimes.
All right. So again, the U.S. side has been dominating in this latter part of the game, but of course, keeping it within 110 ticks is actually pretty good. But this game is winding down.
Yeah, for sure. Alpha 27 here has that, you know, has his eyes set on the E side here, trying to work with his teammates here. He's pushing like right up in the street. A little risky of a move here, but he does have support. At the very least, finding someone in front of him.
Oh, no, he's right there. Green laser. Wait a minute. Yeah, that means he's looking at me. I'm just going to throw everything, even the kitchen sink. And so far causes a little bit of damage there, but look out. Oh, wait, I don't want to have to deal with that. Picks up one, still pressing through. He's right next to the tank. Can he continue as he's trying to be able to hide behind this tank? And luckily enough, the turret is moving slow enough that he doesn't get spotted. He's just going all out right now, and I don't know how he lasted that long. That's just insane. 178, 60. But again, the U.S. side has been pretty dominant so far.
He had a laser sight right in his eyes. He had a tank right behind him.
It's like a cat. It's like, there's a laser? I'm following that thing.
Yeah, it was actually really funny. Long-range pistol action here from Alpha 08. And they are going to get E, it seems like. They are pushing here, and they got E. Only 31 ticks left for the CN squad. You can see a couple players in front. This is pretty much all over for the CN team here. I don't think they're going to be able to rally anything back in time, especially considering how dominant the U.S. squad has been with that air support.
Yeah, it's been just really great to watch throughout this one. I mean, again, it's just talking about some of the competitive aspects that are involved here throughout all of Battlefield 4. I mean, it's a lot of great stuff, man.
Yeah, without a doubt. And, you know, I am actually, like, really, really excited by how a lot of these attendees are just coming in, and they're getting it, man. They're getting it. They're playing. They're having fun. And you can clearly see that there, without a doubt.
Yeah, so if you want your probably noticed behind us that they've already started to filter in here. And so as we go ahead and hop into the game here, so one of the things too, I mean, it's you're right. The idea behind having just one person try to answer all the different types of questions, even for Alex Mendez and myself, while we're watching these games happen, I mean, I'm trying to digest every single bit of information that's on the screen. I'm trying to even speculate as much as possible, but you know, the many is better than the few in this type of scenario where you have millions of people watching. We've seen the viewer counts that are out there too. So
no, I think it's you know, the Battlefield has always been a game with great depth, so it's really hard for people to grasp it in the first couple of minutes. You can see the core, you understand the world, you understand what it's supposed to do, and then you can explore that world and find, you know, depth in almost every area of the game. You know, if you're a pilot, you can find depth. If you like to play as a recon, there's infinite depth. There's so many things to do for each and individual class and individual focus area for the players. And I think that's one of the biggest strengths with Battlefield, that you can actually honestly use your personality to conquer the battlefield. And I think that's amazing.
I think one of the other beautiful aspects is the squad side of things too. Whenever you sit there, I've watched numerous types of games. I've been at the casual level, at a very high competitive level, watching a bunch of different games. And the communication, both casual and competitive, are above and beyond any other games that I've watched. I mean, the fact that it's so educated and saying exactly where they're watching, what they're doing, how much ammo they have, the support behind each other is just great. The fact that you'll see variations in classes, you'll see a recon support, even have an engineer and assault all coming together and working together to get one type of goal. And that's just one of the beautiful things. Right here you can see some pop shots downrange here by Alpha 5.
Yeah, I think the cool thing is that people want to work together. You know, they see the benefit of working together. They get a lot of what happened?
I think he finally killed him off there as he came in.
So people find it very natural to work together, and you can see that actually deepens the game for everyone on the map. It's not only a game about you; it's a game about you and your team winning together, and that creates a very, very holistic feeling where you want your team to win rather than you want to shoot people personally.
Right. And so some of the other aspects that we've seen, of course, before we, just like in Battlefield 3, you had the ability to set down a motion sensor and in your recon class. But also I've noticed that you have some motion balls that you can actually throw your motion sensor out there as well.
So that's part of the mobility focus that we've had. I think they've done a great job with all of those features where you feel more mobile. You can throw things like med packs, motion sensors, etc. Which empowers the players to get more intel about the enemies and the surrounding world. But also then having the ability for the commander to scan the whole area for a certain amount of time gives the whole team a benefit of this. And I think the cool thing here is that it works on a small and a big scale together. So it's not different games; it's actually the same game, and everyone is playing together.
I think it's one of the great things too is that we're talking about multi-tier levels. I'm on the base tier, so for instance, here on Siege of Shanghai, I may be in the residential area, but I can toss up a small medic pack up to the second floor to my teammates when they need it most. They may be under gunfire from two different individuals while I'm having to rush back around to be able to get on the flank. I can at least give them some type of small med pack to be able to help them out through that process.
And I think it's interesting to see when you give people the ability to help each other, they will actually start doing that. And I think that's a very, very powerful theme where people actually want to help. That's not something you see in every shooter today.
Is there any other last little things that you want to kind of note that we really haven't dived down deep into?
I think we've touched upon some really, really cool things. That's a nice shot. No, but it's interesting to see that the game at its core works really well, and I'm loving the fact that people, when they watch the live stream, that they pick up on all the nuances that we changed with the game. Things that you might not be able to sell the first time you see the game, but when you see it running live like this, you actually see all the small things that we changed as well. So you get the full range of improvements for Battlefield 4 compared to Battlefield 3, for instance. Because to us that's very important, that you don't only have these big things that you could argue it's like, oh, I don't care about those things, the hundreds of hours that I'm spending in the game. So you want depth in all of the different small areas.
Yeah, so it's been good. I mean, so what we've seen throughout. I mean, you're exactly right on the fact that when we listen, have the chance to actually listen to the community and get their input of what they see. It's just been great. I mean, also along the same time, whenever you have some type of speculation out there, then it allows more of maybe that might be a good feature to add into the game. Maybe we might. I definitely know that DICE listens to every aspect, and I appreciate you hopping on here with me. We'll allow you to kind of relax for a moment. in between all of your interviews that
Yes.
you've had so far. A pleasure having you on here, Patrick.
Thank you very
we'll
much.
get
Thanks again.
Alex back on here in just a moment. Yeah, again, we'll just continue to watch more gameplay. So stick around here watching the Battlefield 4 live stream. All right, so now I'm joined back here with Alex Mendez. Again, I was talking with Patrick Bach there, and getting some really just high-level detail of what's happened throughout Battlefield with the new additions that we've seen in the game so far. Just kind of really clarifying some of the things that people have been questioning.
Yeah, Patrick is a great guy. Without a doubt, he is super passionate about Battlefield, and and for new reason. But yeah, I was on social media just a little while ago, checking out what people were saying, and they want to see some more focus on the tickets. They want us to get into the nitty-gritty and details of the ticket system. And there could be some people who are fans of other games that are watching this live stream because it is E3 2013 and this is the biggest video game convention. I guess, Corey, why don't you tell people about the ticket system in Battlefield 4?
Yeah, so I mean, the way that I've always understood it is you've got your different capture points, and so right now, as you can see, you've got 3 ticket points, or 3 points that are held by the U.S. side and 2 by the Chinese. So with that type of means that there's a 1 point difference as you look at it, and so as time progresses, you're going to lose 1 ticket at a time. Some of the other things to note whenever you decide to suicide or decide to kind of take yourself out of the game so you can be redeployed, your team will also lose a ticket as well. So there's different variations of how you can kind of lose tickets earlier in the game.
Yeah, and pretty much the entire purpose of the game is whoever's the first to lose their tickets, they lose.
Yeah, whoever zeroed out first.
Yeah, pretty much. So with that said, I haven't really seen a lot of action going on here. I've been seeing a bunch of individuals roaming around and trying to make some magic happen. For the most part, though, it has been quite the even matchup until I would say about the midpoint of that game there. And now you can actually see the score flipping. It was 644 to like 390, and the U.S. certainly not looking very good as the CN forces are doing an astounding job of controlling here. And look at the AC-130's visibility, Corey.
Yeah, so that's one of the things that is kind of interesting too. Is we've talked about it a lot with the skyscraper and its debris. And as you can notice, this is why we kind of go so far into detail about that. As you can see how easy it is to see exactly where these players are.
Yep, and again, guys, this is a spectator mode that we're looking at here. The CN player that we're spectating, Bravo 13,
shooting at blue right now.
He'll be shooting at blue, just to clarify on that one. So, yeah, good angles here with that AC-130. Of course, it is a devastating tool if used properly. And I love the fact you can parachute out of it. I think that's really cool as well.
Just make sure you don't parachute out while you're outside the boundaries.
Yeah, that won't be good at all. That would actually suck. So let's see what's up here. Wow, all of the U.S. squad not able to hold anything down. They are just getting smacked at this point in time. The CN has 4 territories, B, C, D, and E, although C was being contested briefly, not really going to matter all that much. They're going to be losing a lot of tickets here, and it is not going to look good for the U.S. squad.
All right, as we continue to see, so right now we've got most of the action that's happening. It's probably going to happen over there towards the D area, as they're kind of got a helicopter that's kind of pushing in over there. You got a couple of scans that are happening for from the commander over there for that B flag. And so, yeah, still looks like they've been able to take over D right now. We're probably going to see some conflict happen here shortly in the B flag. And that's why you see the Alpha 19 who's starting to make his way over there. He's the gunner for this helicopter. Alpha 20 is the pilot. And Looks like right now, as you can see just from this free cam angle, kind of taking a look right now.
Skyscraper.
You see some debris that's falling at this point.
And the visuals are just absolutely shocking.
The screen actually blue screens before it goes down.
Yeah, and we'll see. Oh, and there it goes. There comes the skyscraper as it collapses. That means the sea territory is going to be moving a little bit further into the water now because of that falling down. The blue screen actually is
the blue screen of death.
Yeah, as the skyscraper falls. That's pretty awesome. That is awesome. I didn't even notice that.
It's the little things, man. It's the little things. The elevator music, the blue screen of death, the cat that's on the billboard.
The cat that's on the billboard?
Over by B, there's a cat that walks across the billboard.
Really? Oh, that's pretty awesome. I did not notice that.
It's over between B and C by the bridge, but we don't have to go over there to it. Just take my word for it on this one.
I will take your word for it.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
I believe in you.
So there's again some little bit more Levolution right there. You saw that the fire hydrant has been exploded, so that's going to cause some visual blockage.
Yeah, visual blockage.
I'm going with that.
Yeah, and I don't blame you. And look at this here, Bravo squad, man. They're going to be pushing up so aggressive on this C flag. They are going to contend it as well, or contest it, excuse me. And Tank struggling to get over this ridge. Not the best idea, but let's zoom our way over to C now as we see all this action going down. Bravo players pushing their way through, a unit working together. It is always an awesome thing to see as they are going to continue to press on forward to C. No one will be there to contest it. There's probably 1 or 2 players here on C as a whole, but not enough to cause a problem for this well-positioned unit at this point in time.
I thought we were watching a movie trailer for a second on that cinematic value. We're just kind of slowly following the infantry as they're pushing up, but as right now we can see they've kind of finally found this choke point.
Ooh.
Picks up 1. Kind of nice little exchange between the two. It's going to come down to this little quick 1 versus 1 here, and going back and forth. His teammates has been able to regroup with him, but they will be able to finish that last player off over there, and so they can probably continue to progress if they'd like to. Let's go ahead and hop in and to the tabletop and see exactly where all of these players are at right now.
Oh, wait a minute, though. Let's see what happens here real quick. This one alpha player is able to take out 1, but I think he is going to get picked off. Yep, and C now is going to go to the Bravo
Is there a gunship right now, or is there a amphibious vehicle right now shooting in the water right now? There's something that, there's a tank across the way there. It's over there towards that B flag. There's a tank that is shooting over there towards the C region. So right there, you see him. This tank right there is actually the one that's gunning over there towards that point.
Wow.
Also, there's actually 2 tanks, one further down the way that is also gunning as well. So they're basically trying to give a lot of gunfire there towards that point, trying to pick off numerous players to be able to help out their team. Again, we're on the alpha side right now, so they should be shooting at the orange icons at this point. And so, yeah, you can see how they're all exposed, and they might be able to pick up another one. There goes 1 down, still spraying away. There goes another. And so they're just kind of picking them apart. Just great idea. Again, whenever that skyscraper falls, it changes the way that the land is.
Yeah.
And actually pushes it further out and making it more and more like a peninsula.
Yeah, it changes the dynamic, the Levolution, as you said before, Corey, that, that DICE has been very... I guess you could say very creative in implementing the way that, something like a skyscraper falling.
Not aesthetics, man.
Yeah, it's not aesthetics at all. This is stuff that legitimately affects the map, and you're seeing it right before your eyes as this unit of tanks is doing a good job of holding out C, but they need infantry to push into C to get that control, and they do have the means to do so. At least they can go across the water here. I think they could probably take, that fell in the water.
That can't go.
That's unfortunate. But yeah, you can actually see though that because of this, right, because of the building falling down, you can actually get on the water, swim across, the quicker swim, and then make your way into the C territory. That would be a big win for the Alpha Squad.
That's a huge plus for these guys. I mean, as we can see, again, this tank now struggling to get by that staircase on the left-hand side. And ends up in the water. Oh, no, let's go ahead and go back to the tabletop. Again, there's still some different types of things, different elements that they're working on here in this pre-alpha version of Battlefield 4.
That's right, and C has been a very hot commodity at this point in time. And looking, oh, wait a minute, though, we do see an Alpha player just shooting him a grenade. That is just so mean. Shoot him! Oh, okay.
He takes his dog tags instead.
Yeah. That was actually pretty cool. All right, and now just as we were talking about it before, you know, C was a very, very hot point of interest. Now it is going to be D that is taken here by the U.S. squad. 174 to 396.
He's been spotted.
He has been, and he needs to stay alive. A little bit of a jump back. He wins that gunfight. Still going to hold his position down at D, and I think that they are going to be able to get this one. But, Corey, the question is, are they out of the game? Is it too late?
So that's one of the things that about Battlefield. You know, we say it a lot in all the other games that we cover, that they're usually not out of it. Anything can happen. Well, really, this is the first, you know, really, we mean it this time. Anything can happen. Basically, you can have the Chinese team come all the way back by picking up all points and holding it down. And even if they're at one ticket left, as long as they picked up all of the points, if they have one ticket left, they can kind of stay alive.
Yeah, well, that is, you know, that is a very tall order, though, Corey. A very difficult thing to do, especially in the chaos of Battlefield.
It's impossible, but not impossible.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Good one. So now Alpha 11 here is going to make his way onto the shore for C, coming behind the CN players that are going to be right here. He's able to find one, and this is going to be big here, but that laser sight going to impede the vision just a little bit, but it is not going to matter. That is right. They are able to take out the squad. There are going to be a couple players, though, coming from the left side. You can see Alpha 11 putting in some shots there. He's all over the place at this point in time. Can't seem to connect with. Hey.
I couldn't resist.
How dare you? Oh man, but that was actually pretty good there, as this Alpha squad has been able to hold their position down, but that player is going to get dropped, so that is going to hurt them a lot at C, because they had two members holding out C and they were getting swarmed by Bravo. So at the very least,
we're on board with the recon class here. Oh, he gets spotted.
That's unfortunate.
He gets spotted and taken out. He was going to be in a perfect point that he would be able to pick up a couple right there. As right now you can see we're on board here with Alpha 20. He's been the helicopter, been the pilot for majority of this game. Actually, it looks like he's the gunner right now.
Oh, take a look actually at C. You can see that there's a big grouping of players there.
Look at that. And they've got squads. Wow, now we're starting to see your traditional Battlefield style. We've got squads that are working together here. And they're going to start to move over here towards the sea. But be on the lookout. There's a tank strolling in. He can just try to mow them down. He's been spotted. Let's go into the first-person view of the player that we're on right now. As you can see, he spots this tank. He's caused a lot of damage. He's got two of his teammates working together now. He's going all out, full sprint. He's going to try to take it down with a repair tool. This may take a while, though, as we'll kind of hang on board with him. He's going all out. If he actually continues.
If he commits.
He is so committed right now. It's ridiculous. I wounded that tank. I'm going for it.
No!
Oh, wait a minute. There's a guy there. Let's go ahead and switch over to another weapon I probably shouldn't have in my hands right now. Bobbing and weaving, dancing, two-stepping with this player here.
No!
And he tries to rocket jump. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't really try to rocket jump.
Right, imagine. Oh, man. That was so funny. That really was. Oh, man. All right. Well, Alpha 31 here with the Scout Elite looking across the river. And this is a shooting at Alpha people. Not what you want to do.
That's his teammate. That is his teammate. That's not his teammate.
There you go. There you go, buddy. You got it.
You got to lead your shot a little bit here.
Yeah, that is the thing about Battlefield. It is, you know, this is not one of those point and clicks. You know, you gotta lead your shots. You gotta be very cautious of what you're doing. And I don't know why he's that's shooting his teammate.
And that's why he died.
Yeah. Oh man, Alpha 24 on your screen once again, as they're going to be charging over to D now, but not the smartest thing. He's going to be the last player here.
Watch. I mean, throughout the we saw one of the players trying to commit to getting that repair tool.
He was so into it. He's like, I'm going to have to just push my way over across this bridge. I'm going to blowtorch this guy to death. This is the plan. I want to meet that guy, man. He's a gutsy dude.
He's an Olympian,
Then he fought a guy with a rocket launcher. He brought a rocket launcher to a gunfight. Usually that would win, but...
No, we're both going down. Martin, I don't even care. We're both going out of the picture. But we're going down with stuff.
I'm going to jump into the action here, see what is going on, and I'm really looking forward to seeing, some sniper gameplay off here. I like this a lot. And, look at this here. Get the shot. I believe in you, buddy.
Oh, he's chasing him. Oh.
He's anticipating him to probably juke left, but he has to catch his shot. He can do it. Believe in the power. Never mind.
He's got to be on the lookout here. Of course, he's set up shop here so far, but he's soon enough. He's being wrapped around. There's two players that are right next to him. They're underneath him. They're going to be coming up the staircase here in just a moment.
This isn't good.
Again, they're right below him. The reason why I know this is because I can take a look at his mini map, and look, they're just passing by right there on the screen. They're trying to be able to hop up. He might be able to flank around. This may be an advantage. He finally gets spotted, and he's trying to be able to survive, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah, he is going to get taken out there, and now jumping with Alpha 14 in first-person mode early in the game inside of C flag, by the way, which I really like because we don't get to see a lot of C gameplay from the lobby because everyone's either up top or trying to make the darn thing, collapse and come down, which is always a cool thing to see. But up top, you can see right on that C flag there, a great vantage point.
Well, not only the fact is it's a great point to try to pick off people, but it's a great point to be another type of a commander where you can sit there and just make call-outs or just spot players. Another aspect that's great about Battlefield is just having the ability to sit there and just spot people. And so he immediately pops a parachute.
I would have let it glide a little bit.
He could try to be able to hop onto one of these. And that's exactly what happens there. I think it was a second guess point. He's like, oh yeah.
He's like, you know what?
To do that.
That makes sense. I'm gonna get on the building and
take a look
shoot
at this
people.
though. You're looking right now at one of the opticals right now, and this is what we were talking with Patrick Bach about. Is the accessories that are involved, and so he can actually go ahead and iron sight. Here, thank you, on cue. So he can iron sight, and then if he wants to, he can press T, which is the current binding for it, and it will bring on the second accessory, and so basically give you twice a zoom, or depending on what those opticals are. So if you have a 6-time zoom, you can now make it a 12-time zoom.
Wow.
And just kind of those things. Also, what you've seen, probably the way that I would use it, since I'm more of an assault type class, I would actually, I'd have an optical like this. So right now he can actually zoom in. Oh, look at this. He's trying to play, what is that game called? He's trying to bust the glass out underneath him. And so you can see that he's trying to stay alive there.
Oh, this is awesome.
Just trying to be able to taste him. And realizes, oh crap, parachute. And I'm
Parachute
back
down.
again. All right, I'm good to go.
Oh,
this is
what
actually a little bit easier whenever I'm this close quarters, and he's running out of ammo and he gets taken down. I loved what was happening though, trying to shoot out the glass. The glass is bigger than you are. I'll shoot the glass instead.
That makes sense. And Alpha 18 as we jump over to Alpha 18 on top of the C flag. There is some activity going on over here as well, so I do expect some of the Bravo guys to be chasing their way through. But this guy, he's gonna look out, outside and think, maybe I might go for a jump. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a swim. That makes perfect sense.
And wait for it. Oh, you could have waited a little bit longer than that.
Yeah, right. Live on the dangerous side, right? That's just what I'm thinking.
Look at the reflection of those guns that are shooting out there in the distance, the gunships.
Yeah.
Or the battleships. Just all again, these are all little details, nothing that really makes it. This element doesn't make an impact. It's just aesthetically.
Yeah, there's a lot of aesthetically pleasing things in Battlefield 4, without a doubt. That is why looking at the map, and it's a playground. That's what it is. We saw it. We saw it just a little while ago. That the players were running. The one guy jumped off of the building, parachute on top of a roof, decided to play possum with this guy, and try and shoot the glass under his feet, things like that. Like, those are really cool things, like that. Only those only in Battlefield moments that you have, and you can tell your friends, yeah, man, it was this one time where I was actually shooting this guy on the floor of a glass and he fell through. Like, that stuff is hilarious.
All right, so we're still on board here with one of the members from the Alpha team. That's Alpha 18. And again, so that means he's going to be shooting at the orange icons. He's taking the long road, kind of a nice little journey.
Getting the lay of the land. He's going to find some players in front of him, though, at the very least. Oh, yeah, there is.
He wants to know whether or not he can try to take out a player with a repair tool.
But he will not find out as he gets picked off here. And now we're looking at a recon player, right?
Just going strict with the iron sight.
I love that. old school style, baby. You know, like red dots are for noobs, right? Is that what the cool kids say, Corey?
I don't think so.
Is that what the PC kids say?
No, I don't think that's what.
In case you guys are not aware, I am a PC guy. Corey, or excuse me, I'm a console guy. Corey's a PC guy. I can't believe I even said that. That sentence just sounded weird.
Yeah, it sounded really weird.
It did sound weird, right? I was like, that's awkward. No, but yeah, and that's why I think, you know, I enjoy the aspect of Battlefield with the controller, and we're seeing players use that today here with the Xbox One controller.
50-50 throughout the entire E3.
It has
I mean,
been.
It's been a great thing to see.
It has been. So, and just, you know, to dive back into the action real quick, the game is relatively, well, it was relatively close until
120 points.
Yeah. But that is something that can be, you know, that they can't come back to. Let's actually go ahead and take a look at the tabletop view, because this guy here, he's kind of just messing around. So in the tabletop view, you can see A, B, and C are going to go to the U.S. squad, while D is actually being contested right now. E still for the CN players, but they have 3 tanks out there as well. So that is certainly going to be very interesting.
Look at that.
And a helicopter. So they have armor for days.
There's going to be a battle that's going to be happening here on C. It's going to be intense.
Let's make our way over to C, free cam style. Let's do this.
Just trying to look. There's a free cam over there.
Nice. And C, you know, C is always
This is where we last left our cam. So for those of you that are really interested in some of the presets, some of the camera moves, the ability to spectate, even for the movie makers that are out there, you heard the beep, 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 beep. Yes, that guy's looking to stay alive. Realizing, wait, the building is
Ride
tilting.
the building. Ride the wave, brother.
I think you got Oh, and he finds out that you can't stay alive in a fallen building.
Oh, man, that is unfortunate.
Watch the environment change right here. See how it just kind of expands out into the sea?
Yep, that's right. And now you can see sea territory is going to be down in the water. The wave that it sends across as well. Anyone that is in the water, that certainly is going to make a big impact. So we learned something very valuable here today.
Now,
you cannot stay on the building while it's collapsing.
You can't building ride?
You can't building ride. Actually, someone did ask me that. It was like, you know, can you stay on the building and like ride it down and then like, you know, when it finally caves in? But no, that is not the case. Everything just caves in, and for due reason too, because it's a building collapsing.
It gives you a great deal of time to know that it's falling. It also has some audio that lets you know that it's falling free. And then, of course, we saw that he was in the building while it was tilted for a good chunk of for a good while.
Yeah, that is true. And so you can stick around inside of the C building while it's falling down for a little bit, but this one lone player here is going to be able to take C by himself. No one there to contest him, so that is going to give...
stand right on the flag, though.
Yeah.
If you don't see the flag, I'm right next to it.
Yeah, it's like, guys, I'm on the flag. Well, he is going to have some friends there to assist him. He's actually going to have 4 squad members there from the Bravo team. And this is pretty cool as well, as we're seeing the flag change hands. This is going to impact gameplay for the commander, because now the Alpha commander does not have the use of the AC-130 gunship anymore. That is going to go to the Bravo commander. And I know that a lot of you guys are asking to see commander mode, but you know, unfortunately, we're watching the spectators. There's no commander mode perspective in this build here, but I am sure that it is something that people want to take a look at, and there will be plenty of videos up. You know, even from myself, I have recorded some players using playing the commander in the awesome stage setup that they have here. It is kind of insane. It looks like a real command center. So yeah, just so you guys are aware of that.
All right, as you can see, it's just a battle over C right now.
Yeah, lots of activity going down here. You can see that the members of the Bravos team, you know, they're going to pick off 1 or 2 stragglers, but there is going to be some activity in the forward. So perhaps you are going to see one Alpha guy again pushing up by himself. He's going to get rained down with bullets right away. He is taken care of. C is going to go for Bravo. Now they need to basically come up with a new attack strategy. Let's take a look at the tabletop and get an idea as to what the Alpha squad is going to be doing at this point in time. Tomahawks are going to be coming down, but it is not going to hit anyone. That Tomahawk was wasted. All the Alpha guys are going to be at B, all scattered.
Well, right now it looks like they're kind of spread out. Really, the action might be happening over here towards the A and B side right now. As we can go ahead and hop on board right now. And we can take a look. You see that they're spraying right now. We're on the U.S. side, so they will be shooting at the orange icons. Right now, they had a member that was over there towards that region right now. And again, as we kind of take a look here,
I'm not gonna lie, that was cool.
I'm not expecting.
Huh?
That was pretty cool.
It's like sometimes, you know, I mean,
Camera magic, brother.
that was pretty cool. The magic of cameras. But yeah, so they are going to have B control, it seems like, Corey. And now this is most definitely going to be, and by the way, the U.S. has just been controlling this game. CN Forces not able to do much about that in the hindsight of things. They really need to rally the troops together. Although they have been able to push territories before, you can actually see that they're looking on getting B as well as, or actually C. And yeah, they get B as well. And E is also in contention, so perhaps they're going to be able to get that one as well.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the tabletop while we can figure out where a lot of this action is happening. Probably over there towards C right now. We've got 3 members there from the U.S. side that are in by the C point, and we've got multiple that are over there from the Chinese, and they're starting to flood in over there towards that B flag at this point at the same time. So again, you can see they're leaving open E, but look out down over there towards the E side. E was picked up earlier. They're going to start to be able to come on the flank side right there. Now we're on board with Alpha. Alpha 27 is now he's going to be able to push up here towards the arcade. Of course, he needs to be on the lookout for. There's going to be someone up there on the 2nd floor. He's going to spot one over there by the escalator.
Man. Yeah, and he is actually going to be able to pick him off on that one, so that is certainly going to look very good here as they get D control.
Great usage of the squad.
Yeah, without a doubt. They're certainly working together. They're not trying. They could be friends, you know. And again, guys, the people that are playing Battlefield 4 right now, these are regular Joes, guys like you and me that are here just enjoying the game. And they're not like top of the line PC players or console pros. No, they're just fans of the game, and everyone is having a good time. No one's met each other, or at least large groups of them. It's our 32 man teams here. These are just folks that just love Battlefield, and they're coordinating quite wonderfully.
All right, so you can see down in the bottom left-hand side on your mini-map that the commander is made a call that he needs to actually be attacking over there towards D in the arcade, because that's where the Chinese have started to move. But here, again, still with Alpha 08, just being able to spot one, shuts him down. And it looks like he's like, I've got a whole other game plan. I'm going to go over there towards C. And again, commander's still saying, hey, I recommend, I suggest. But with that being said, though, this squad doing a good job, though. They've already moved up. They've got 2 members who are over there towards that C flag.
Yeah, and they are going to have 2 NGs as well as 3 assault medics. So at the very least, they are prepared for anything that is going to be brought to them, as far as armor is concerned and keeping each other alive. But you have to wonder how important having a recon or a support would be as well, especially when you're trying to get some flags.
All right. Just check to make sure that he could use his secondary, as you can note.
Yeah, I really like that feature.
They're on Reddit. As right now, again, we're on board here with Alpha 05, who's using this optical here. He spots one out in the water.
Pace your shots.
Great movement there. Great idea. He dove under the water. And so he's actually under the water, and finally he's going to have to pop his head back out.
Oh, there he is. His legs are waving up. He's trying to stay alive here, and I think he may have lost track of him. Yes, he did. No.
That's some greatness right there.
Nice.
That addition of being able to swim under the water is such a game changer.
That certainly is. That was a perfect example of that right there. But just as we were saying is, here, man, Alpha 08 or Alpha 05, excuse me, able to pick off one player. There is going to be that guy that he was going after earlier, Corey, in the same area.
Check your 3, check your 6.
Oh no, he's going to get picked off there. That is going to end that run for Alpha 05. A is currently being contested. And wow, the Bravo guys are all over the place.
As right now they're going to go ahead and start to be able to push up. He spots one right there, trying to utilize the E9.
Trying trying to take advantage of this pistol. We've been seeing a lot of pistol play from a lot of players. You know, the secondary has been very useful for a lot of guys because they've been they've been shooting so many people that they just run out of ammo. That pistol has come in handy quite a lot. Ooh. Oh man.
Little James Bond action, blowing up the van there, able to take out that member that we're following. Something to note. Basically, the reason why you may have noticed that that every time a player reloads, it reloads the entire clip. So basically, it does not. It's based off of ammo clips, not based off of ammunition, the ammunition count.
Yeah.
Now that is only a feature in the hardcore mode. Whenever we're talking in just your typical gameplay, your normal gameplay, it is just your ammo count. So if you have 30 bullets, you shoot 5 and reload, you have 25 left in your bank. You know, so it's just basically what I'm trying to get at is you have per ammo count right in the gameplay.
Yeah.
In normal mode, but in hardcore, it is based off of the magazine clip.
Yep, and now we're looking here. Alpha 32 trying to pick off. Ooh, he has snipes though, but he did get one hit, but not enough to take out the player. That was actually at the midsection there, so it seemed like it went to his legs as opposed to going to his chest or for a headshot. And you know what? Take a gander at the tabletop. Let's see what's going on here with this game. As you can see, 266 to 342 for the US and CN guys here. And of course, I do like the fact that you know, the CN guys they're so aggressive at this point in time. They're owning all the territories as well, and D is still going to go to CN, and really just C will be for the US. I like this a lot here from CN.
So 260, 320.
If they get all the territories, how crazy is that going to be for the U.S. squad?
Well, right now the U.S. squad has retained 2 of the points, so it's not going to make a huge impact. But that ticket count is dwindling away.
That comeback, you know, the comeback is real. It's happening right now. The U.S. guys are losing tickets as we speak, while the CN guys are not, and they are now going to be in the 200 area here. So that, you know, we were casting this game a little while ago. It was like 600 and something to almost like, I think it was like 4 or something, or 4 like 300.
Within like 150 tickets.
Yeah, it was quite the amount, and they're able to come back on this one. So it certainly is pretty cool. Sniper now trying to get some shots here with them quick scope action. He does manage to get it, so very nice. Staying alive.
All right, right now he's trying to be able to check some things out, and he's going to be caught off guard right there. That 20 times zoom kind of hurts. He probably could have added in his accessory, he could have added the canted iron sight.
That's true.
He'd be able to bounce back and forth between the 2.
Or he could have just not tried a quick scope, thinking that, you know, this is something else. So that would have been a good plan. Oh no! I was about to say, if he shot him with a rocket right to his chest, that was gonna suck so bad. It's like death by rocket to the chest. It's just not cool. Look at this here, Alpha 08, top of the leaderboard here, 20 kills, 11 deaths. Doing a fantastic job of working with his, you know, non-squad members, just the people that are in his team, in the Alpha team, as he's gonna just be this lone wolf here. He's right now 20 and 11, a 1.0 KD, using it vertical grip,
reflex,
and of course a Splinter Urban camo.
Very nice.
All accentuated by the Splinter Urban camo, and a wonderful vertical grip.
All right, he's going to try to be able to run across. He's going to have to bob and weave. Pulls out the RPG, able to pick up 1.
This guy.
Staying alive just a little bit longer and finally taken down.
Yep, and now back on board here with Alpha 29. Muzzle break for him as well. And you know what? He's going to have the canted iron sights like you were talking about, Corey. So let's actually go ahead and zoom in. You can see the canted iron sights right there. It is on this side. It is like diagonal pointing out of the gun. I love that feature very much. It certainly is something to behold. I've never seen it in a game before, so I kind of geeked out when you showed it to me.
I'm definitely geeking out.
Yeah, and you know, we are hopefully going to see a little bit more Canted Ironsides gameplay in a little while, but that certainly is, oh, look at that, Tank actually going to be pushing it as well. And we're about dwindling down to the end of the game here. CN managed to come back in this one, 224 to 170, and that is going to do it for that game as we're going to get the players finished up, and they're going to be making their way out of here. But wow, what a pretty cool experience thus far.
Yeah, it's been great. 64 players playing. You had a 32 versus 32 man server. Getting the chance to see Conquest at its best in Battlefield 4.
Yep.
You know, it's just, again, we also have 2 commanders. There's DICE employees that are helping out as well to make sure that all the different types of information is being properly distributed, just kind of helping out to help better understand how to utilize the commander mode.
Yeah, it is a new feature. People are way that you guys laid it out. This isn't the final version, if I'm correct. You're still tweaking it and tuning it, right?
Yeah, I mean it's a part of the game. So you know everything can always be better. Everything can always be made more awesome for launch.
More awesome. That's the word I like to hear.
Yeah, I mean it's like, you know, at DICE we're our own biggest competitors.
That is
so,
true.
We just iterate and iterate and iterate. I think it's a kind of a nice feeling to be super proud about what you do, but also very critical about what you do.
Now, I noticed, so in talking about the spectator mode, why you did the things that you did, the free cam. I noticed you have these 5 cameras, right? Yeah. What was, like, why 5 cameras? Is this going to be something that is per map, or is this just 5 cameras, period?
So this is 5 cameras that you can use. Well, a spectator mode goes into all maps, basically.
Yeah.
So every map you can assign the cameras to its own special spots. And the free cam is a more cinematic cam. You can place these 5 free cams around the map, so you can create some really cool shots. You can create some really cool scenes.
Oh, look at that.
That's pretty nice. You can make some really cool scenes out of movies, like this one, basically. So there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with the free cam. You switch it around, you can place it anywhere. And if we dive into the other modes, such as third person is over the back, where you have a player card. The player card tells you what kind of, switching around. Player card, you can see what kind of kill-death ratio, you can see the attachments, you can see, so this guy's on the standard barrel, he has no accessory.
Yeah.
You can see the ammo count, the grenade count, health count, so that's basically the player HUD plus information.
Now, one thing that I am curious about, you know, to ask is, would there be, you know, a plan maybe to put the player card in the first-person perspective as well as the third, so that flow of information is always there, or is that something where it's like you want people to take advantage of the different camera perspectives, and that is why you put certain things in certain areas?
Yeah. So speaking on that, yesterday when we showed Spectator for the first time with your awesome live stream, we got a lot of feedback to work on now. A lot of feedback, and the team sent me super many emails on my phone when I checked. We should do this, we should do that. People are thinking this about it. So I mean, there's always room for feedback. There's always room for improvement.
Okay, so and that I think is a cool thing, right? Because people are looking at this, and you guys have to see the giant text at the top left of the screen there that says pre-alpha, which means this isn't the final build. This isn't what we're going to see, you know, in spectator mode, especially spectator modes. This is something very new to Battlefield. Now, do you guys have a name for it, or are you just calling it spectator mode? Because I saw a couple people on Reddit calling it Battle Cam.
I mean, I would call it a spectator mode. People can call it whatever they like.
They want to call it whatever they want.
Yeah, and it's as you said, it says pre-alpha. That's not your or my name. It is pre-alpha. So there's still a lot of stuff to do. We're already reaching an amazing level. We're going to just keep pushing it.
Now, one of the, I guess I want to ask you about the challenges in putting in the spectator mode, because I've had a lot of conversations with developers in the past. You know, one instance, I won't name any names, one developer told me they had to break their game in order for them to put the spectator mode inside. It ended up working out really well for the community and just in general. I'm wondering what, I guess, went into it, the labor that went into putting a spectator mode. I'm not talking about anything game breaking, but I'm saying, you know, just like, I guess, how much work was it to get this in there and make it work?
Yeah, so I mean, the first thing covered, Frostbite is an extremely flexible engine.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, as we've seen so far. I mean, it's very nice to work with, and we're super proud of it. So going to the design stuff, when we started designing spectator mode, we thought, okay, we want all these things. We want these different cameras, and because we want the cinematic audience, the YouTube audience, we want the esports audience to see this, we want everyone to be able to use this. We want it to be simple, but deep.
Okay.
And I think we really achieved that, and we're going to keep reiterating.
Very nice, very nice. And you had mentioned, I know that you spoke with Corey about this yesterday, but I guess you looking at this right now and you think to yourself, you know, I want to throw that in there. Anything in particular that you're like, yeah, I would really like to do that? I know that you've been listening to feedback from the community, but is there like one specific thing that you're looking and say, yeah, I'm definitely going to do that because that was a good idea?
So we've seen the feedback from yesterday where the color coding could be a little bit of an issue. It could cause a little bit of confusement. So just to clear everything up, when you are US, you are always blue. When you are Chinese, you're always red.
Yeah.
If you spectate through Bravo, that's a China squad right now, you will see the enemy is blue. If you spectate through the US squad, which is blue, you will see the enemy is red.
Yeah.
So that is what it looks like right now. And we received a lot of feedback on this, and this is not the final boxed version of it. We're still going to keep reiterating. It's going to become more awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So a lot of people were speaking about that yesterday because, you know, I mean, and this is new, right? So this is something that Battlefield has never really had before. And so that's why, oh, look at this here. This player is actually coming up on 4.
He's going to rack it up. He's going to rack up.
He is going to get kills on kills. He actually picks up 3 there. What a win for Alpha 28. Nice play. So, you know, you had mentioned doing things like this for the esports audience. When you see the spectator mode implemented and the excitement from the community, are you hoping to see more live streams that take advantage of the spectator mode? Look at that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think the spectator mode, I mean, together with the game is awesome.
Without a doubt.
The spectator is awesome. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that people can do with the spectator mode. And I'm looking forward to all the movies we can see.
Yeah.
We've already seen some crazy stuff here.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's just the whole experience, the whole package we brought to E3 this year is just, for me, it's mind-blowing. I'm so happy to see this.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, like I said before, I'm a sucker for spectator modes in games. I feel like all first-person shooters should have them. It is something that really, really helps for content development, which is, oh man, look at that.
Nice.
M1 Abrams taking some shots there from up top on C, it seems like. So you know, and that's why I guess I wanted to talk about was, you know, you had mentioned the YouTube scene. We actually just had Red Dragon come up here. You guys in Stockholm, are you guys watching the videos that these guys are producing?
Yeah, all the time. I'm good friends with Red Dragons, Level Cap, and these people, and they're awesome people. They do amazing videos. I mean, this is gonna be so good for them to make videos on. So yeah, I'm a big fan of them too.
So that's the plan. So basically, and I think that's actually really cool that you guys are always watching just the, I guess, the craziness unfold, all the live streams, all the YouTube videos.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, because that's what Battlefield is about, right?
Yeah.
It's about Battlefield moments. It's about really cool stuff, capturing it on video and just showing it to the world. Because I dare to say that no moment is like the other moment. We had a video going for Battlefield 3 where this guy jumps out of a jet, shoots an RPG, gets back into the jet, and flies off.
I remember that video.
That is crazy, right?
That was actually a really, really good video.
You know, that kind of stuff, it doesn't come for everyone, but when it comes, you really want to capture it. You really want to be there and get that.
Now, in regards to the Levolution, right, that is now being put into the game and how, you know, just the focus on it, I guess what I'm wondering is, you know, when you were designing the spectator mode, the free camp, that must have been like, we need to do this because we want to get those cinematics in there.
Yeah.
That was definitely the plan.
Yeah, so it's as I said, I mean, first person, essentially, I mean, going way back into the roots of the cameras, is these were used way back in the days for anti-cheat measures. It can still be used as anti-cheat measures in first person, third person, and free cam. But free cam is our most cinematic camera. That's what's going to give you the most amazing footage. We got first person as well, so if we switch to that, you'll see the character's first person view.
Yeah.
This guy's driving a truck right now, or the other guy's shooting a gun, you know, you get all that stuff. This is the replicated view of the player at hand.
Yeah.
And if we go to tabletop, that is basically your spectator orientation mode. You can see where everyone is going, you can see where you put your cameras down, you can see what flags are being taken, so you can see the whole scale of Battlefield come together where everyone is moving towards, you know, different spots, who's flanking what, who's doing what, you know?
Yeah.
Then you can jump into third person, first person after that.
Yeah, that certainly does seem to be, you know, the cool thing is just how seamless it is, right? Like you can go back and forth between all these different things and see, like, you know, this instance right here, a helicopter in the sky, raining death and destruction down at the C building, but he ends up getting knocked down and he falls. Oh man, that is unfortunate.
I think he's gonna fall down. I think he's gonna fall down.
Look at this. No.
Oh, I didn't make it.
He is done.
What if he would have gained control and landed, went back up and blew the hell out of that skyscraper?
That would have been awesome.
That would have been really cool.
That actually would have been cool. So now the tabletop, right?
Yeah.
If we can jump over to that real quick, that's like one of my favorite things in this entire spectator
I love this
mode.
view.
I do too, because I'm a big fan of just like tactics and all that stuff. Now this is, I guess you could say this is the quote-unquote commander mode view, right? This is giving you like the idea of what the commanders are doing. As you guys go on and plan on building these things, commander mode, is that something that you think is necessary, you know, from your personal opinion to put into it, or would you rather just say, you know what, the tabletop view gives you the perfect perspective of what to expect, what's coming to Tomahawks, UAVs. That commander mode really isn't that necessary.
So for now, you can basically see whatever the commander is doing. I mean, you see UAVs, you see the gunships, you see the Tomahawks, you see all that stuff.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, this is gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Oh! Got a couple hits on that helicopter as well. He really needs to take that thing down as quickly as he possibly can. But that helicopter is so elusive. Oh, wow.
Nice
Oh, no!
Oh, he's pounding that right now.
He is going to be pummeling them down. You can see one guy jumps out. He's like, I'm out of here.
I was like, yeah, bye, guys. I'll have TVU some other time.
That was awesome.
So, yeah, I mean, feedback is always appreciated. Come with any feedback you have, and we will take a look at it, as we always do, and we'll evaluate it and see where we head from there.
Yeah, look at that there. So you can actually see
That is
the commander.
It's beautiful. I love the screens around it. Michael over there is standing next to a visitor playing commander. Round is over.
Yeah, wow. I mean, that itself, though, the setup is actually kind of ridiculous.
It is really cool. I like
any moment. I am Golden Boy of TW, Alex Mendez, joined by Mr. Corey Dunn.
Hey, how's it going?
See, I can do your voice, man.
You're good. You're so good.
You're
saying I could step away right now, and you could be a two-person show, right?
Yeah, I more than likely can, but you know, obviously there is something. See, I can do it.
I love how the fact that you slow things down.
Well, when you're from Texas. I'm kidding.
Every viewer out there realize exactly what he just said.
No, I did not. That was blasphemy. I did not say anything. Well, Corey, how you doing, my friend? I haven't seen you in a while. I miss you.
Oh, how was the discussion about the spectator there with Daniel?
You know, I had my opportunity to speak with Daniel about it. We all got some great insight on it. You know, just so much excitement with the spectator mode. I am so happy that they decided to do that, man. You have no idea. And the fact that they care about Twitch and YouTube and all that, that really just speaks volume to DICE.
Right, there's two different aspects to look at it. One, you can sit there and think about the fact that it's for a live stream, for a competitive match. The second thing to think about too, it's also for the movie makers that are out there.
That is true. That is true.
So all of those really just elegant free cam looks. It's just take advantage of it.
Yeah, he spoke of this awesome scene, this awesome video that I had. So I forgot who made it, but if anyone out there in the chat could link me on Twitter to it, you know, I really do want to see it again. Basically, this guy, he was piloting a aircraft. Jumped out. It was a jet. He jumped out of the jet, right?
Right.
Shot a rocket, killed another jet.
Right.
Got back in the plane while he was in glide in the air.
He took. So there's another one that's also out there as well. He jumps out of the jet, headshots the guy with a sniper rifle, and jacks that jet.
Yeah. That's just so, like, those are the things that, again, you only get in Battlefield. And that is, you know what, it can be a tagline all you want, but it is so freaking true. There aren't many games that can do that out there, and Battlefield certainly stands chief among them. So let's talk about the action at hand here. We currently have the CN squad dominating 602, about to go below the 600 threshold here, to 467 against the U.S. And look at this Alpha player actually.
There's a player right there too. Is great.
He did get taken out though. So at the very least, he doesn't have to worry about that. But yeah, very, I guess, intense game that we have going on. Let's take a look at the tabletop and see what is going on. There is a helicopter there that is trying to create some problems for the A territory, and they do have control of A and B. So that is the U.S. spawn there. So under Corey, and I have to ask you this as a person who's dabbled a lot in Battlefield and played a lot of it. How difficult is it to hold down the A territory when the spawn is right there for the U.S.?
Well, it really depends on what the map is. I mean, especially for a map like this, the A point is pretty close to the U.S. spawn.
Yeah.
The same thing can be said there for the E point. Very, very close to the Chinese spawn. I mean, so on this map, I would say it's incredibly difficult. But it's also, the fact is, whenever you get A, you better have B, because what that means, if you don't have B, then you're probably going to get sandwiched down on from both sides, from both the B point as well as the U.S. spawn.
Yeah.
And so, so you can't just go directly for the A spawn unless you know for a fact that there's an all-out war going on for like the C point or the D point.
Yeah, we take a look once again. Tabletop perspective is Daniel's favorite feature. It is my favorite feature.
It's mine as well.
There is everyone loves this, and there's for due reason. Tomahawks are going to be coming down as well as we go to free cam. Take a look at what is going on in the lay of the land, and I see that we're gonna get some water angles, and then there's a skyscraper.
I wanted to get to
his. Hey, blue screen, blue screen.
Not yet. Waiting for it.
Wait for it.
Not yet.
Blue screen of death happening now.
And go.
And there you go. The skyscraper is now going to be tumbling down as it is going to change the impact. It's going to impact the map so much. Again, the Levolution does more than just make things look pretty. It changes the flow of combat. C is now extended out further. Tanks can shoot across, as we saw earlier today. There's a lot of things that can happen now.
That's just a great dynamic that has been added into already a very dynamic type of game.
Look at the CN forces at B, very aggressive.
Well, this is going to be a great battle that's going to happen over here in that C point. Let's just go and hop directly into the action. As you can see, they're just battling it out here. You've got Alpha 07 who's in the tank right now. He's spotted one. Don't believe, so he's been able to mow down, I believe, 3 right there. Ooh. And so far, he's sitting at 7 and 2 right now.
Playing good. Very good. And he is rolling with the IR smoke as well, which is another thing that we haven't really seen all that much. I know I saw the IR smoke yesterday. Some people were pleasantly surprised to see how it works when they shoot it out. And
Starburst.
And yeah, it's really, really unique. But yeah, so this tank controlling the top here is certainly going to have to be careful, because if the Bravo guys end up getting that territory, they can destroy that ground below it.
I wanted to trying to make a quick point while that tank was over in that region. I like the way that the geography set up. You have this staircase which kind of tilts the tank. So there's a point whenever how low you can go to aim with the tank.
Yeah.
And since you're tilted, you can actually see down into the metro. And so you can kind of scan around. So you just kind of wrap around the bowl and be able to look down inside of metro. Again, just the little elements that I'm starting to pick up on, that whenever you're talking about the tactics that could be involved in Battlefield 4.
Yeah, there's a lot of tactics. Obviously, that is what the Battlefield community really prides itself on, unique strategy. And Alpha 07 is about to get into a tank fight here with an enemy from the Bravo side. You can see that they're going to be exchanging some shots. But you know what, though? Yeah, Alpha 07 actually has cover.
He has the upper hand right here. He's just utilizing the bridge right now. As we can see, he's just covered on his bottom half, which definitely makes it a lot more difficult to be able to pick him off. Also, you have to sit there and note, though, the dropping point of each one of these shots. So, again, just missing short every time is going to be the opposition. But he's dialing in.
Oh.
He's trying to find his way, and luckily, look at this. Oh, he gets taken down by a repair tool from another player.
What? I didn't even see that.
It was grinding away.
That is just unfortunate. And now the commander directing the troops to push over to the B side here. B flag is going to be the point of interest for the U.S. side. 387 to 402. We were talking earlier, the U.S. side, they were up a little bit in this game here, but now it is a neck-and-neck matchup between these two teams as
Tomahawk
C is
going
in. Yeah, you can actually see that Tomahawk is going to cause a lot of problems. And
get that knife.
Get that knife action.
6, just for your reference there. And he's going to get taken down.
All right, well, it goes for the pistol kill. I mean, I'm okay with that, right? It's effective, it's efficient.
Well, the scary thing is, too, now with the new addition, the new feature, whenever you go in for it to pull those dog tags away, there's a counterattack that may happen. So it's probably better now. Now, of course, it's fun in all games where you can kill someone with a knife, but now you can be countered. So we've got to be on the lookout for that counterattack. It's a pretty quick response time. You have to really reply quickly once you.
But it
You're
begs
getting
the
nine.
question, you know, to go for it or just shoot him with your pistol. Is the juice worth the squeeze?
Exactly.
You like that? That was good.
Nah, I've heard it before.
Oh, come on, man. You're killing me. All right. Well, you know, I mean, I make
It was
the
that bad of a joke. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It was good.
High five. High five.
I
Or
got
pound
you.
it out. There you
I
go,
got
baby.
you.
All
I
right.
got
So,
you.
Corey, what do we have coming up next?